omniscience, and then we can move on, and I can tutor you
about
about matters regarding Christ.
I have as enough as Jesus.
I can tutor you later about matters regarding Christ.
I have enough as
For
Jesus.
now, you have to admit that you lack omniscience.
I do not know the last hour.
You have to admit that you lack omniscience.
I admit I don't know the last hour.
Okay, then showcase to me what 1 to the power of 0 is.
I admit that I don't know the last hour.
Among many things, including mathematics.
Do you know what?
Can you then concede that you do not know the conditions necessary to be God,
I'm in my human
and
sense
by
right
extension, you're not omniscient?
I'm in my human sense right now.
Listen very carefully. You're not omniscient because there are many things outside of your knowledge base. Therefore, you can't be God. So concede that, and then we'll move on.
Do you know you're finishing yourself?
Concede it, then we'll move on.
Do you know you're finishing yourself?
Concede it.
Do you know you're finishing yourself?
Concede.
You know you're finishing yourself.
Look me in the eyes.
I'm looking you in your
Concede.
eyes, and I'm telling you,
Concede.
in my human sense,
concede.
In my human sense,
because you have
I concede.
failed to provide.
My divine sense, I don't concede.
All right, perfect. You conceded.
In my divine,
That's fine.
When I'm divine, I'll let you know.
You don't have a divine sense because you lack omniscience. Done. Now, let's move on to Christ.
Yeah, go on.
Let me tutor you about the hypostatic union. Well, you don't know anything
about the hypostatic union.
So I'm going to have to take you down to basics.
Bro, you're not a philosopher. You're not a philosopher.
I never claimed to be. I just know something about the topic that will clear things up for you.
You're not a philosopher,
so, my non-omniscient, barely English-speaking friend, please, let's do it.
Barely English.
Number one,
barely
the hypostatic union is a Christian doctrine by which we reconcile the fact that Christ, the singular subject.
Okay, go on.
Do you need me to dumb it down for you?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know what it means.
Should I go down the caveman style?
I don't know what it means.
Okay. Let me start again. Let me start again. Hypostatic union. One subject.
What's hypostatic
union? One person.
Union?
I'm showing you. One subject.
What is
Christ?
What does person mean?
I'm showcasing it to you. We'll talk about that at the end.
What does person mean?
Talk about that at the end.
Oh, you seem to be avoiding.
No, absolutely not.
You seem to be avoiding.
I'm giving you the overview, and then we can dive in.
Avoid a lot.
Because very clearly, you don't know Jack. So you need for me to break things down.
You avoid a lot.
Don't appeal to the crowd.
I beg you break
Stare at me. Now,
no, are you a bitch?
Keep staring at me because I require you to learn from what the interaction. All you're concerned with doing, as am I, but all you're concerned with doing is just yelling. You don't want to learn anything, but I'm here to tutor you.
You're not yelling, bro.
You're yelling.
You're
yelling and you're squinting.
No.
You're yelling and you're squinting because you're stressed.
The sun's in my eyes.
That's fine. Stand over here.
The sun's in my eyes.
Stand there then.
No. The sun's in my eyes.
Stand there.
Not you.
Stand there.
Not you, the sun.
Stand there then.
Not the sun.
Stand there.
Not the sun.
Okay.
The sun.
You're squinting because you're stressed. You're stressed because I am pressing you. Now that's fine.
Bro,
but don't worry. I am
questions.
doing it out of love. I am doing it because I want you to know the truth. Okay? So, you don't even remember what you asked, okay?
I do remember what I asked.
Okay, what was the very first thing you asked? What was the very first thing you asked? What was the very first thing you asked me?
Is Allah in hell?
That's not what you said. You're lying. So,
is Allah in hell? And you said yes.
That's not what you said. You asked me, that's not what you said. You said, is he the devil? See? You're dumb.
I said he's in hell.
That's what you said.
I said he's in hell.
You said the devil.
No, I said he's in hell.
Now, when we are talking,
yes.
Listen carefully.
You said yes.
Listen carefully.
You said Allah's in
when
hell.
we are talking about the hypostatic union, we are addressing a single subject, a single person, Christ. And then we are showcasing to you how while being in the form of a man, is still God. That's simple. Okay? Now, repeat that to me.
Your base, or do you want me to dumb it down for you?
Oh, you can dumb it down, raise it, or whatever you like. But if you get it wrong, then I'm going to press you again.
All right, you're trying to show me that how Jesus could be God and man at the same time. Go on.
Wow, look at you.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself.
I'm impressed.
Go on, explain yourself.
You actually listened.
Explain yourself.
Well done, man. Well done.
Explain yourself.
I'll give you 1 point.
Answer my question then,
at
bro.
the end of the conversation.
Bro, just answer my question. Just answer my question.
Students, calm down.
All right, sorry,
I want you to be good.
Sorry, teacher.
I want you to be good.
Answer.
At the end of this, I want to give you 5 stars.
Bro,
okay? You have 1 so far.
In 10 seconds,
don't make me take it away from you because you're going to require all the 5 points to then leave here knowing exactly how to explain why Jesus is fully man and fully God. Okay? All right? So you're not. Okay. I'm taking away your 1 star.
Does God need to know everything?
Your 1 star is gone now because you're jumping back to a previous conversation. So, again, before we move on, I'm going to need you to concede that you lack the necessary conditions to be God. Do that again.
So ad hocs,
if you're going to go back to it,
ad hocs,
you don't even know what that is. You can't even spell it. So, going back.
ADHOC.
Oh, wow.
You're a clown, bro.
Half a star for that one.
You're a clown.
Well done.
You're a clown.
Now, what does ad hoc mean?
You are a clown.
Now, for the other half,
you are a clown.
what does ad hoc mean?
You are a clown.
What does ad hoc mean?
You are a clown, bro.
No, that's not what it means.
You are a clown.
I asked you what ad hoc
means. You are a clown.
That's not what it means. You lose
Shall I tell
that
you what
half
it means?
star. Okay.
It means that you
now,
are a clown.
Going back to
You
it.
are a clown.
Going back to
and
it.
I don't talk to clowns.
I'm going to need you
Talk
to
to your
concede
circus. Talk to your circus.
that you are wrong.
Look over there.
Because you
Look over
lack.
there.
I'm looking directly
Look
at
over
you,
there.
and you're
Look over
going
there.
to look at me.
Look
So
over there.
I want you to concede again.
Is that
that
the hand
you
your
are
book's gonna come
wrong
in?
about
the hand your book's
idea
gonna come in?
that you
Is that
do
the
not
hand your
have
book's
the
gonna
necessary
come in?
conditions
That's the
to
hand
be
your
God.
book's gonna come in.
You lack omniscience.
That's the hand your book's
therefore
gonna
you
come
can't
in.
be God. Please concede that.
Does Jesus?
Concede
does
that again.
Jesus?
We were going to
Does
get
Jesus,
there, but you wanted to go back.
In my human
so
sense.
now that we go back,
my human
you're
sense.
going to have
In my human
to
sense.
concede.
In my human sense.
Concede.
In my human sense.
Concede
In my
that you
human sense.
lack omniscience.
I lack it in my human sense.
Okay, awesome. And you don't have a divine sense,
How do you know that?
therefore you are not God.
How do you know that?
Awesome. Because you'll be able to tell me what 1 to the power of 0 was.
So, okay, so let me ask you something.
No, you have to answer before you can move on. You gotta answer. I'm gonna hold you down till you answer.
What do you mean?
You're going to have to answer what 1 to the power of 0 is, and then we can see if you indeed meet the conditions to be God in any sense.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? Let me ask the Father. Yeah? I'm gonna ask the Father, and when he tells me the answer, I'll tell you the answer.
So, you are God, but there is also a Father.
Are you not my father?
No.
You're not my father. Are you my teacher?
No.
Are you my good teacher?
I can try and be your teacher, but you're a difficult student.
Are you my good teacher?
So,
are you my good teacher?
You're jumping away.
Are you my good teacher?
Apparently, you're God.
You said I'm your student.
Hold on.
You said I'm your student.
You're God,
you said I'm your
but
student.
apparently you have
are
a father.
Are you my good teacher?
Can you explain to me the dynamic between you and that father?
Tell me good teacher.
Can you explain the dynamics, sorry?
Tell me good teacher.
Well, you made the statement. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell me good teacher.
So explain how that works out for me.
Tell me good teacher. I don't know.
But then you made a statement. So why would you say something that you don't know?
Tell me good teacher.
So essentially all you are is just a sophist. All you can do is just say things without knowing what they mean.
Tell me.
Fair enough.
Tell me good teacher.
Can you concede that you're a sophist?
Are you good teacher?
Can you concede you're a sophist?
Are you good teacher?
When you concede, then we can move on.
Are you good teacher?
Because every time you bring up something, I am going to press you to provide evidence for that claim. Otherwise, we can then move on.
No, you're not, bro.
So concede.
You asked me, do I know everything?
Concede 2 things.
I asked you, does Jesus know everything?
Concede that you lack the conditions to be God.
You're dishonest.
And also concede that you have no idea what you're talking about when you bring up topics and try to use terms in philosophy like ad hoc. Therefore, you're a sophist.
You're losing the football match and you picked up your ball and you want to go home with it. You're a
the
loser.
gesticulations will help you. Stand still, stare me in the eye, and concede twice.
You are a loser.
Concede twice.
Anyway.
Perfect. Carry on.
There we go.
Concede twice. You need to concede 2 times.
The losers, bro.
You need to concede 2 times.
The losers.
You need to concede.
Did Jesus know the last hour?
You need to concede.
That's what I want to know.
When you concede, then we can move on.
Did he know the last hour?
You have to concede. Then we can move on.
You just have to tell me you didn't know the last hour.
Concede 2 things.
That's my first question.
The first concession. You don't know. Don't turn away. Keep staring me in the eyes the entire time.
Bro,
don't look away.
All right.
Keep right here.
If
now,
I look at you in your eye
number
one more time,
one concession.
I'm going to hold you down
number
like
one
it's
concession.
And Gomorrah, bro. I don't want to look you in your eye.
It's not Sodomites and Gomorrah. It's just Sodom.
No, you're Sodomites.
It's just Sodom, okay?
I don't know.
So again, you're getting things wrong.
He said it.
That's fine.
He said it.
Again, look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Come back here. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes.
Answer my question.
Stop running away.
Answer my question.
Look me in the eyes.
Answer my question.
Now,
you need.
I'm always doing that, and you constantly keep looking at other people.
When
I keep staring at you. I've been staring at you directly the entire time.
If God was
if you can do the same to me, then that means that you're afraid.
You said no.
So
you
need to make 2 concessions.
You turned away like Judas.
You need to make 2 concessions.
Like Judas.
The first one,
I told you to look me in
can't
my eye.
be God because you don't know everything. And the second one being that you're a sophist.
You're not a good
because
teacher.
every single time you bring up a topic, you don't actually know anything about the topic.
You are a bad
You're
teacher.
using key words to attempt that you know what you're talking about,
no, you know
but
what
you
I'm
don't.
Talking about.
Therefore, you're a
You
sophist.
know what I'm talking about.
So, concede
you know
over 2,
what I'm talking
and
about.
then we'll move on.
Answer my question.
Concede over 2, and then we'll move on.
Answer my question.
Concede, and then we'll move.
Answer my question.
Concede, and then we'll move.
When you answer my question, I'll answer your question.
You must concede, then we can move.
Answer my question.
Because that is how we structure conversations.
You ask me.
You bring up an objection, and I deal with it.
You ask me for
wait. Then you can bring up one and then deal with it. Now, if you can actually compete in the conversation, then you're free to run away. But as long as you don't concede, I'm going to keep pressing you to do so.
Don't press me.
I am going to keep pressing you.
You're not impressing me.
Not impressed.
You're not impressing me.
Just pressing.
No, don't press me. You're not impressing me.
Impressing and pressing are two different things.
No, you're not impressing me.
If you knew everything, you would know that.
If Jesus
knew everything,
you would know the last hour. If Jesus knew everything, he would know the last hour.
And that's the reason why all you can do is jump from one conversation to another one without actually explaining your first position.
You know that?
So,
if
that is the case, you then need to concede, and then we'll go back to that conversation.
If he knew everything,
concede,
he would know the last
and then we'll go back to that topic.
God knows everything.
Concede, and then we'll go back there.
See, you don't want to have a debate. You want to have a back
I want to have a debate.
No, you don't.
But you are the one who all you can do is ask questions and provide no answers.
I want one question answered.
Nope.
Just one question.
The first time
you asked me if I know everything, the question, I said no in my human sense.
So you've conceded. Now, concede also that you're a sophist.
In my human sense.
Concede that you're a sophist as well.
In my human sense.
Concede that you're a sophist, and then we'll move on.
I don't know everything.
So you're a sophist. Is that correct?
Just like Jesus.
So you're a sophist. Is that correct? Okay. I didn't call you a Sufi. I said you're a sophist.
No, and I said I'm a Muslim.
Okay. You're a Muslim sophist. Is that the case?
No, I'm a Muslim.
Okay, what's a sophist?
I'm a Muslim.
What's a sophist?
I'm a Muslim.
Do you know what a sophist
is? Answer my question.
Do you think a sophist is a religion?
When you answer my question,
do you think being a sophist is a religion?
Answer one of my questions, I'll answer 5 of your questions.
I have already answered your question, and as a result, you have to concede.
Did Jesus know the last hour?
So,
did he know the last hour?
When you concede, we'll move on.
Did he know the last hour?
When you concede,
I go back to my father and your father.
When we concede, you move on.
My God and your God.
When you concede,
and when we go back there,
then we can move on.
I'll answer questions in my divine sense.
You heard me. When we concede, then you can move on.
Tell me the last hour, bro.
You must concede first.
When is the last hour?
You must concede.
Why is the father only know the last hour?
You must concede.
Why does he only know the last hour?
You must concede.
Why does he only know the last hour?
I'm still waiting for you to concede.
Concede about what, bro?
Concede that one,
I'm not your woman, bro.
You are a sophist.
I'm not your woman.
And number 2, you are also wrong about having the 3 conditions to be God.
No,
concede.
You've lost, bro.
Concede.
You've lost, bro. You lost after the first
You're not
question.
looking at me.
You're
looking at the crowd. Therefore,
there's no crowd there.
You're afraid.
There's no crowd there.
I am staring at you.
I'm looking at the sun.
It's a beautiful day,
at me. And I'm waiting for you to answer my question.
Carry on looking at me. I'm not away.
I got 2 ears and I got 1 mouth.
Okay. If you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, use the ears to hear that you must concede, and then use the mouth to concede.
I want to hear your answer first, though.
You heard me.
I want to hear your answer first.
You heard me.
What's the answer?
Concede, and then we'll move on.
What's the answer?
You must concede first.
Tell me the answer.
When you concede, then we'll move on.
Tell me the answer.
When you concede,
I've been very generous.
Then we'll move on.
Tell me the answer.
You must concede.
Tell me the answer.
You heard me. Concede.
I answered you.
You must concede.
Must concede what, bro?
You must concede 2 things.
One,
you're a sophist, and 2, you lack the conditions to be God because you're not omniscient, because you can't even tell me what 1 to the power of 0 is.
No, you're an idiot. That's what it is.
And you're a coward.
I came here to tell you an idiot.
You're staring at something else and not me. Because you're afraid to look at me, because you know that when you look at me...
So if I turn my back to you, am I a coward?
Yes, you are.
If I turn my back to you, am I a coward?
Because literally, as the adage goes, only cowards turn their backs when they're challenged.
What are you talking about?
You're a coward.
What are you talking about?
You're a certified coward.
That's all you are. I turn my back to you and I'm a coward.
Yes, because only cowards turn their backs.
I dare you hit me.
I don't need to hit you.
I dare you.
But what I can do is tell you that you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea what you're talking about. And you don't have the ability to defend your position.
Of course it's not, because he's not answering my first question. He needs to answer my first question.
I'm waiting for you to turn around, concede, and then we'll move on.
Just answer my first question.
You heard me.
I'll show you respect when you show me respect.
You can't spell respect. Now turn around and ask my question.
I know as black people we know how to spell respect.
Turn around and ask my question.
I know as black people we know how to spell respect.
Turn around.
I know as black people
concede.
we know how to spell respect.
Turn around and concede.
We know how to spell it. You know we know how to spell it.
There's nothing inherent about a black person that will make sure you can show respect.
We can spell it. We can spell it.
Okay.
We can spell
so
it.
turn around and sing your concession.
We can spell it.
If you prefer to sing your concession, do it.
Spell it, bro. Just answer my question, though. Just answer my question, man.
If you want to turn around and concede,
the longer you take, the more mics that come on you.
That's
the longer you take, the more mics that comes on you,
or
bro.
any kind of threat. You're going to
I
concede.
asked you, prove that I'm not God. You asked me if I know everything. I said I don't know the last hour. It's a simple
So then
question.
I asked you what 1 to the power of 0 is.
It's a fair question.
What's 1 to the power of 0 then? If
Listen,
your entire knowledge base encompasses everything apart from the last hour, then I want you to tell me what 1 to the power of 0 is.
Ask me a better question.
Okay,
you believe a man to be God,
what is 0
I can be your
to the power
God,
of 0?
And you might be in the presence of your God,
what is
and you're
0
asking
to the
me,
power of
your
0?
one question of asking God is, what's 1 to the power of 0?
What is 0 to the power of 0?
Ask me a better question.
What is 0
Ask me when the last hour is.
Well, you already conceded
when was the last
that
hour?
you know everything except that.
When is the last hour?
So I won't ask you that if you don't know it.
When is the last
However,
hour?
I will ask you everything else.
When is the last hour?
What is 0 to the power of 0?
But tell me when is the last hour?
So I'm not the one claiming to be God, you are.
You don't know. Do I need to know the last hour to be God?
In order for you to
I
be
need
God,
to know the last hour
you
to be
must
God?
be omniscient.
Do I need to know the last hour to be God?
In order for you to be
Just
omniscient,
answer the question,
you have to
bro.
possess knowledge of all things.
Do I need to know the last hour to be God?
Do you possess knowledge of all things?
Do I know when I'm going to end it all?
Do you possess knowledge of all things?
Do I know when I'm going to end it all?
Well, that'll be a question for you to answer if you're claiming to be God.
Thank you, my brother.
You're not running away. I'm not letting you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, my brother. Come.
If you want to run, you gotta give me a hug.
That's what I thought. Thank you. Thank you.
You can't run.
Thank you. That's how you done yourself.
You're gonna have to stay here.
That's how you done yourself.
You have to stay here.
You took the mic yourself and you dropped it on the floor.
You can't run.
You took the mic and you dropped it on the floor yourself.
You don't have my permission to run.
You took the mic.
So you're gonna stay where you are.
My back's to you, bro.
You're gonna stay where you are. Well, not anymore.
Are you my good teacher?
You're going to stay where you are.
Are you my good teacher?
And you're going to answer the questions.
Are you my good teacher?
Now,
you said I'm your teacher.
Where
am I your good teacher? You said you're my teacher.
Where is
Are you
your
my
concession?
good teacher? Are you my good teacher?
Where is your concession?
Are you my good teacher?
I'm waiting for your concession.
You said you're my teacher. I said, are you my good teacher?
Where is your concession?
At least answer that one. No, let's answer that one.
I'm waiting.
Let's get somewhere though. Like,
I'm waiting. That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm waiting.
Let's get somewhere.
I'm waiting.
Engage with me, bro.
I am.
Engage with me.
Maybe stop running away.
Engage with me.
Okay, then number one, stop
me,
running
bro.
away.
Engage,
and
bro.
then we can engage.
You said you're my teacher. Are you my good teacher?
Okay. So are you
There's
willing?
Another one. There's another one.
Are you willing?
There's another one, you know.
To move
There's another one,
over
you know. The
by
more that
conceding.
comes there, the harder it is for you to edit and take away, bro. Answer my question.
Are you
quickly,
willing to
bro.
concede?
Answer it quickly.
And then move to another question?
Answer the question.
Or
man.
you only want to
answer your question.
Tie your weird
it's very simple.
Scarf around your head.
Bro, weird. Do I look more like Jesus or you? Do I look more like Jesus or you?
That's the fourth question
with your tight pants on,
that we can address.
Showing your crutch. Do I look more like Jesus
That's the fourth
than
question
you,
that we can address.
Don't disrespect.
Now, keep your eyes on me and not my crotch.
Back is to you, bro.
And then we can go ahead to that question. So now we have four questions for you.
Real predators turn their back on their prey, bro.
That is not true. Because
real predators
you can't
turn their back on prey, bro.
Show me any predator.
Like, do me something. Educationally,
tell me
intellectually, physically, anything you want, bro. My back is to you, bro, until you answer my question.
Tell me any predator that turns their back on their prey.
You deserve
tell
no
me
respect.
one.
No respect.
Okay, that's another thing you don't know.
You know,
you
Jesus
don't know anything about the
hour.
animal kingdom.
He didn't know the
Perfect.
last hour.
Now,
he didn't know the last
when are you
hour.
going to concede?
He didn't know the last
When
hour.
are you conceding?
He didn't know the last
When are you conceding?
Bro, this is going to be like how many of these does he have?
When are you conceding?
How many of these does he have?
Can we do like question for question? Like, can we let's get
Let him answer my question. This is what I said to him.
I've answered his question.
One of my questions.
So I'm still waiting for you.
I'll answer 5 of his questions. Answer my question.
I'm still waiting for you.
What's the question?
I said.
Yeah.
We'll get to
Prove
it
to me
after he
that
concedes.
I'm not God.
Yeah.
He says, do I know everything?
Yep.
All right, cool.
I says, I don't know the last hour. Does that make me not God?
I have. And so because he doesn't know everything.
Does that make me not God?
He doesn't know everything, then therefore he can't be God. No, he's just afraid.
Bro, we've been doing this for
He's afraid.
Half an hour?
You're just afraid.
Am I supposed to stand up in his face?
You're only afraid.
Look me in my eye.
Yes.
Am I his bitch?
Because you're afraid.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
By the way,
come on, man.
To answer that question, yes, you are actually.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Turn around, you coward.
Come on, man.
Turn around.
You said you're my teacher. And I'm your student.
Turn around then.
Are you my good teacher?
Turn around then, student.
Are you my good teacher?
Turn around then, students.
Are you my good teacher?
Follow my instructions and turn around.
Like a good teacher.
Follow my instructions.
Like a good teacher.
Like a good student and turn around.
Are you a good teacher?
Oh, you're almost doing it. Perfect. Keep going.
Are you a good teacher?
Turn around.
Because you call me good student.
Look me in the eye.
You said good student.
No, like a good student.
Like a good. Oh,
like.
Okay.
In the manner of.
Both students. They're both students.
So, turn around, and then we can talk.
Hey, are you a good teacher?
So, you keep moving
a good teacher.
to different questions.
A good teacher.
You've asked multiple,
a good teacher. Do I need to know the last hour?
You haven't given any answers.
Good teacher. Do I need to learn the last hour?
If you don't know, if you have no knowledge of the hour, or what 1 to the power of 0 is, then you can't be God.
Over there, yeah, I engage with them, I answer question after question after question after question after question. My man didn't answer none of my questions. He went a whole hour, then after I finished him. I'm like, bro, you haven't even answered none of my questions. What do you mean?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an erratic individual here with a colorful scarf.
So for him,
who claims to be God, yet can't meet the requirements to be God. So, therefore, what he's now resulted to is just turning his back to me and not actually answering my questions. So now, he's actually debating Frank and no longer me.
No, I'm debating you.
So,
I've got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
If you're debating me,
2 ears and 1 mouth.
then you're going to have to face me
and
then also
my eyes are not blind,
give an account
and my heart
for
is not
why
blind.
you lack the ability
my eyes are not
to
blind,
know all things
and my heart
if you're
is not
claiming
blind.
to be God.
I'm just showing you that you can't do me nothing intellectually, physically, mentally, with my back to you.
I don't know what do me nothing means.
with
I'm
my
sorry.
back to you.
I speak English, not
With
whatever the
my
hell
back
you're
to
doing.
you. I could close my eyes and you ain't gonna do me nothing, bro.
You seem to want to like lie on me. So I mean, go ahead, but answer my questions.
You're lying on me.
No,
and you're lying on
you
Jesus.
seem to want to be putting your head on my
liar.
shoulder. So if you're gonna do
You're
that,
a liar.
go ahead, but answer my question.
Wait. What kind of lion am I? What kind of lion am I? Spell lion.
I'm sorry.
Spell
Are
lion.
you pronouncing an animal
Spell
or the
lion.
act of telling falsehoods? What are you pronouncing?
Spell lion.
I can't understand your accents. What are you pronouncing?
Is there only one way of lying?
What are you pronouncing?
I could lie down, and I could lie like you.
Oh, okay,
Or I
right.
could lie like you.
Okay. I heard lion. My apologies. So,
no, I am a lion.
Speak more clearly next time.
I am a lion.
Now, are you willing to concede or not?
I am lion.
Are you
are
going
rabbit.
to concede or not?
I am lion. You are rabbit.
Okay.
I am lion.
So,
you are rabbit, bro.
That is not how you speak English.
You are a runner.
Therefore,
you are a runner.
You are
a runner
as to what you're
you
doing.
You are a runner, bro.
And you can actually communicate effectively.
You are a runner.
That's fine.
You are running.
Well done.
You are running.
But
I'm glad you know how to run like Usain Bolt.
The fact
I know you can run like Usain Bolt. I know you are a runner. You're a runner. You're a track star. I know you are a runner.
When are you gonna concede?
You ain't running nowhere today.
You
ain't running nowhere today. Answer my question.
Ultimately, like all the Nalagandis, you will end up running.
You said to me, do I know everything?
Standing here.
I said, wait, hold on a minute.
I'm still waiting for you to concede and then move.
I don't know
everything.
everything.
By the way, yelling erratically only makes you look insane and out of control.
So wait, according to me,
yelling only makes you look out of control.
You say.
So if you're only going to yell and look out of control,
I don't have to know everything.
That's not going to be good for you on the cameras.
Wait, hold on a minute.
But it'll be good for me.
Hold on a minute. So if I need to know everything in order to be God, why does Jesus need to know everything?
If you're going to only yell and not actually raise intellectual points, then you're only going to look bad on the cameras. And Abraham preached the lamb at you again, and that's fine.
I want to turn it on you. You don't like it, bro. You crumble.
Well, I'm still right here in the same position. I haven't moved, and all you're doing is gesticulating, turning around, appealing to the crowd, looking at other people, but not me.
I could do that too, but I do it better than you. Okay, I'm a lion, you are a rabbit.
It's better, not better.
I am a lion.
Okay? Just making that
clear.
Bro,
we're in England. Okay? We're in England.
England.
We're in England.
It's England, okay?
We're in England.
You need to enunciate your words,
right? We are in
right?
England.
You must enunciate your words.
England. We're in England, mate.
What you're speaking is in English.
We're in England, mate.
What you're speaking is in English.
We're in England. I'm
what you're speaking is not English, okay?
You understand what I'm saying?
Don't worry, I'll help you. I barely do.
What I'm saying?
So,
you understand
concede.
What I'm saying? You understand what I'm
saying? Concede. I'm waiting for you.
Do you know what? Don't talk to me unless you're talking to me in Aramaic.
Stop hiding under your scarf.
Unless you talk to me in Aramaic. Unless you talk to me in Aramaic.
I know you have a comfort blanket with you, but it's not going to help you.
Bro.
You won't receive any comfort until you answer my question.
You know your Bible says women shouldn't be talking. So why are you talking?
So, you can't read, and you have no idea what was even in the verse.
Stop talking, man.
So therefore, you can't actually comment on it.
You're a Gentile, you're a dog. Get away from me.
All you're doing is just, is that how you're going to run?
Come on, bro.
Is that how you run?
Come on, bro.
Is that how you're gonna run away?
He's trying to come to me. He's trying to come to me.
You're not talking to me.
And say, you
You're
cast out
talking to
demons in my name.
else.
You cast out demons in my
You're
name.
not talking
Get
to
away
me.
from me.
You're talking to somebody
Get
else.
away from me, bro.
You're not gonna
you
run
cast out
away
demons
by
in my
yelling.
name.
You're not
Get
gonna
away
run
from me,
away
bro.
by yelling.
You're
I won't
filth,
let you.
bro.
I won't let you.
You're filth, bro.
All right, God bless you. Now moving on.
What do you mean?
Where
answer my question.
are you
Just answer my
in
question.
terms of
Bro,
meeting the
do you know what?
conditions
If you answer
in
my
order to be
question,
God?
I will show you utmost respect.
You're
I'll
yelling,
turn to you.
you're gesticulating,
you.
you're not helping
I'll
yourself,
engage.
you're
I'll
just
answer
looking
5
bad
of
on
your
camera.
questions.
That's what you're
Answer
doing.
one of my questions, bro.
You have to concede,
He doesn't,
and then we'll move on.
He doesn't.
You heard me.
He doesn't.
Concede,
He's
and
a
then
runner.
we'll move
You
on.
want me to mediate this? Because I can do that if you want me.
Doesn't matter.
He's a runner.
It's
He's a
fine.
runner. He's a runner. You
I'll
know
just
that.
wear him down, so it's not a big deal.
So,
He's a runner.
Are you willing to concede?
do you want me to mediate?
Once you
He's a
concede,
runner.
All right.
then we can move.
His jeans are too tight.
Once you
He's a
concede,
runner.
we can move.
He's a runner.
Once you concede, then we can move.
He doesn't answer none. He hasn't answered
Once
none
he
of my questions.
concedes, if you're his interpreter, ask him to concede, and then we'll move on.
Concede what specifically?
So, 2 things.
Alright.
Number one,
Okay, just let him go.
number one,
Yep.
he does not meet the necessary conditions to be God.
What's
He
the
lacks
conditions?
omniscience.
Does
Concede
Jesus? Does Jesus? Does Jesus?
Number 2,
Does Jesus?
he is a sophist.
Does Jesus?
He has no
Oh my
expertise
God.
or even base level knowledge in any of the topics he's referencing. All he can do is say keywords.
So why doesn't he
Concede to
answer?
those 2, and then we'll move on.
Why doesn't he answer?
Okay, let's say he refuses to concede that. What happens then?
I'll wear him down until he does. That's what I do best.
Okay, deny. Okay, just deny that then. You will not concede it.
Bro, listen. Check this out. Does Jesus know
I
the last
have
hour?
far more stamina than
Does
you,
Je-
and I can go way
No, you don't,
longer
bro. No, you don't.
than you can.
No, you don't, bro.
You're gonna end up
No, you
running
don't.
away.
No, you don't.
I do
No, you
this
don't. Someone
weekly.
bring another mic for him.
So,
Mic him up, man.
you won't win.
Mic him up, bro.
You'll lose.
Mic him up. Make him show he
So,
can't run away. Push that mic in
Will
his face.
you
Push
concede?
that mic in his face. Don't suck it.
Will
Push it in
you
his face.
concede?
Push it in his face.
Will you
Put it in his face,
concede?
bro. Don't suck that one.
I'm waiting for you to
It's
concede.
the road one. Don't suck it.
I'm waiting for you to concede.
Don't suck it.
Will you
Just
concede?
talking it. Hold on.
I am waiting
Wait,
for
let
you
him
to
set up. Let him
concede.
set up. Let him set up. Let him set up.
You're appealing to
Come.
the crowd.
Push it in his face.
I am not interested in appealing to the crowd. I am looking directly at you. So,
Push it in his face.
look at me, and then we'll carry on. No worries? Look at me, and then we'll carry on.
One less, man. You're a runner, bro.
Look directly at me,
You're a runner, bro.
and then we'll go on.
You're a runner.
We're not displaying it right.
You're a runner.
Look at me,
You're a
and
runner.
then we'll go.
You're a runner. You are a runner.
Absence.
Over here.
I turn my back on you.
Over here.
You know why? Because you cast out demons
All right.
in my name.
Again.
You cast out demons
So,
in my name.
we are about
You
40
cast out-
minutes
you
in.
cast out demons
From
in
what
my
we can
name.
see here,
You cast out demons
this
in
guy
my name.
doesn't have
gone.
the conditions to be God. He
What's the
also
conditions?
doesn't know anything
What's the conditions?
about the subject area.
What's the conditions?
So therefore, he's a sophist.
What's the conditions?
And all he's able to do is
What's
appeal
the
to the
conditions?
crowd, go under his little scarf,
What's the conditions?
and then look away from me. If
What's
he's
the-
willing
what's
to
the
debate,
conditions?
I'm right here.
What's the
But
conditions?
what I will not let him do is make these statements and get off scot-free.
His
He
jeans are
must
too tight.
concede, and then we'll move on.
His jeans
So,
are too tight.
concede.
Your jeans are too tight.
I'm still waiting for you to concede.
Way too tight.
I'm waiting for you to concede.
Just way too tight.
I'm waiting for you to concede.
Just way too tight.
Okay, so
You don't even wash your ass.
all
when
you
have a
can
shit.
do is
Just way too
not
tight.
concede. That's fine.
Your
You don't
jeans are
have
tight.
to.
Your
However,
jeans are tight,
here's
and you
the
don't wash your ass
conclusion
when you have
of
a
all
shit.
of this. You
Come on,
have
bro.
no
I'm not
idea
doing that, bro.
what you're doing.
I'm not doing that.
You also have no idea what you're talking about.
Answer my first question.
You have no idea
could have had- we
what
could have had- we
religion
could have had a perfect
that you've gotten
dialogue.
into.
Question
You
to
also have
question,
no idea
answer,
whatsoever
question,
as to
answer.
even what the
He wants to be
evidences
apologist,
of
bro.
your
He
supposed
wants- he
religion
wants
even
to be-
are.
shut up,
You
man.
have no capacity to even comprehend what you're worshiping, and
Hey,
effectively,
hey,
you are nothing
Allah,
more than
Allah,
a bona fide stone
Allah,
liquor. That's
Allah,
all you are.
Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful,
Prove that.
the unbegotten,
Prove that.
no beginning, no end,
Prove that.
God of this world,
Because all your
God of the heavens.
all your worship is an idol.